I'm not sure what the intent of the object was, but I don't think a massive object is supposed to be floating over Cheyenne Mountain Space Force Base.
And you're clear about this. You think it was some kind of technology, advanced technology, from what you saw?
Oh, for sure. And it's a crude analogy, but it was very much engineered. Almost like when you look at a Apple AirPod case, it's just kind of like beautifully designed. Like this thing was beautifully designed, but almost incomprehensible. Like I still don't understand how the pattern of those panels worked, how they rippled, what they were made of. I mean, there's so many questions.
You've rendered a kind of an ovaloid shape. Was it an ovaloid shape, or was it slightly more cylindrical?
No, it was oval. It was elliptical in nature, and it was generally symmetrical as far as like the length and the height goes. But again, it was comprised of these panels that had the peaks and valleys to it that made the shape not perfectly symmetrical.
Right. When you finally got to Americans for Safe Aerospace and you started going through the reports from military and civilian pilots and other personnel who've come to ASA with their reports, were you surprised at the detail and the volume and the quality of what you were seeing?
Yeah, I mean, my first line of duty when I got into the database was to see what Ryan and his team had collected, just to get myself caught up. And there were already a few hundred reports in there, and I mean, profound. Like, I'd only had my experience plus what I had seen in some certain databases in the IC, which are pretty confirmatory in themselves. But then going into the database, like, there's just so many anecdotes of trained observers seeing very clear observations, oftentimes with media attached. It was a lot to take in itself.
And let's go through some of those cases, because what I find intriguing is you've been working with ASA in the very period when these unexplained object incursions, I refuse to call them drones because I don't believe they were drones,
Fair enough.
at least not drones in the normal sense, but there were these extraordinary incursions of drones over the entire continent of the United States, parts of Europe and also the UK, but most notably publicly, and we focused a lot of our stories on this, around New Jersey, upstate New Jersey. Do you have any intelligence in the ASA archives on objects that were seen in and around New Jersey?
We do. And to your point, it's not just New Jersey. I think that's kind of a geographic stigma that was attached to this phenomena. It's all over the continental U.S. And, you know, we are Americans for Safe Aerospace. Most of our reports, not all, but most come from the continental U.S. We've seen them everywhere. And from my perspective, just running this program, there seems to be disparate phenomena occurring. But as far as like the New Jersey drone story, it seems like there's a particular, I guess, UAP category that is a key aspect of what is occurring, surrounded by just a shroud of, I guess, noise to the signal.
Now, you've very kindly provided us with a couple of videos, and I'm going to refer to these now. There was one from the 12th of July, 2025 that came in from some witnesses. They recorded video footage of some anomalous objects in the sky. So this is 12th of July. That's actually only a few weeks ago in Hooksett, New Hampshire. 2 civilian witnesses, 2 minutes duration. The objects were 200 feet away. 2 brilliant ruby red contained spheres of light described as a basketball-sized condensed sun contained within a 1 metre clear sphere. The witness would like to be credited as Lou N on the video. Talk to that one, Kaysen. Can you give any explanation, prosaic explanation for what that object might be? Could it be an aircraft or a helicopter or a drone?
And, I mean, not to my knowledge. And this object is one that has been described to us in several reports, over a dozen, as far as the category goes. And that category is a contained sphere of what is often described as a condensed sun, just a ball of some sort of plasma or energy or light that is either red, like in this example, orange, or a brilliant white.